What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to Deuce a Dozen. And today, we're going to be reacting to a video by No Jumper at the End of the Day podcast. T-Rail, AD, and Duno, they were having a discussion
Josh.
Josh. They were having a discussion about something, and he wants to react to it, so we're going to do that for y'all, too.
So, now they covered in this clip, at the end of the day, they covered a few things, Episode 84, they covered some religion type stuff. I won't get into that, because I know it's taboo to most, so we'll leave that at the door, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to voice my opinions on it, although I do agree with somebody. All right, so we're going to get into this.
What do you think the purpose of life is, Josh?
That's a really good question. I think the purpose of life is for it to continue.
It's kind of stupid.
No, it's not.
Just to continue?
So then what's your purpose? So what's the purpose
What's
of
your
life?
purpose?
I think that we are all here to help.
No.
What?
When I first heard that, it was like, when Duno was like, I agree with him, right? He said, that's not stupid. And then, AD says it's stupid. It's like, I fuck with AD. He's one of my favorites, him and T-Rail and Duno. I fuck with him. I like Josh, too. But it's like, when he said it, I'm like, damn, bro. Did you not think? You just so ready. He was so ready to disagree. And the fact that he called that stupid, it's like, what the hell you mean? So if it all ended right now, that's not stupid. It ending right now. Like, pretty much what he's saying is just, what I'm taking from it, he not really thinking much into it, but it's just like, well, if it doesn't continue, then it stops. So if it stops, then that's like...
Well, that's a broad answer. I can see why that went over a lot of people's head. I didn't even think of it like that. But I can see why that might have went over a lot of people's heads.
The point is, to me at least, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it is a great question. It's not like something you could just be like, hey, this is the point of life. But to sum it up, that is when I didn't know what he was going to say. I thought he was going to be like, that's a good question. I'll leave it at that. But when he said it's to continue, and I was like, that's smart, because like a lot of things I tell people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it sucks. I won't get into it, but, when people going through hard time, when people bring up hard times, stuff like that, people make jokes about certain things, I bring up the thing is like, hold your breath, you know what I'm saying? Hold your breath until you die, pretty much, right? Your body's going to make you start breathing. Your mind is not going to let you just and then die, you know what I'm saying? Because your body knows it wants to continue. And also, like, why do we keep having babies? Why is the population constantly rising?
It's like fucking.
It's for for life to continue. Yeah, people like fucking too. But it's like, I mean, not everybody want kids, but for the most part, the population continues to grow. So that's a continuum of life.
I hate.
You know what I'm saying? The population increasing outweighs the decreasing. I mean, COVID kind of like may have like stopped it, but that's not something we have control over type shit. Now we getting control over because of stuff, this technology and stuff like that, the vaccine or whatever. Get your vaccine. No, I'm just kidding. Nice.
All right, hold on now. You went too Einstein on them folks. Let the rest of the video play. Let's see.
Let's hear 80
Help each
side.
other, bro, on some real shit.
Shit's corny.
It's not corny. Look, I told them yesterday too, right? No matter what religion that you guys think that anybody believes in, right? We got a moral compass. We know when we doing bad. We know when we doing good. Correct?
Fucking tongue today.
Where does that come from?
Moral compass.
No, it don't come from moral compass. To me, that's God telling you you're doing something you ain't supposed to do. You're doing something that you're supposed to be doing at the end of the day. It feels good when you do nice things for nice people. You know what I'm saying? When you do.
Now, at the start of this, what he said, I think we kind of missed that part out because of the pause, but what he said was what he thought the purpose of life was to help each other. Now, he's thinking more simplistic in the matter. It's just really simple. But at the end of the day, if I'm helping you and you helping me, what are we doing? You know
Continuing.
Exactly. We continuing. We seeking it. But that's just too simple of an answer. That's just too kind of like not much thought goes into it. It's just like.
To help each other.
I promise, to me, I don't even think that's a good answer because. Okay, say.
Keep in mind, it's opinion, but
yeah, for sure. You got it when you voice your opinion, you really got to come out there, and if you got to bring, there could be some facts and some stuff, but at the same time, you got to have your opinion, you got to be able to stand on it, and you got to be able to back it up, but you also got to be able to be open minded, which I am on this. But when it comes to this, I'm a lot on Josh's side with the continuum of life but I could see from a standpoint when I simplify my mind down, it's like okay, that's something we should do in life. We should help each other out. But when it comes to life itself, you got to think about survival of the fittest, right? At the end of the day, if we were more in our like beast type stage, like and we want life to continue, right? We don't want to just die, you know? I mean, some people go through their stuff and, you know what I'm saying, hope we all, you know, get our mental right and stuff like that. But people want to continue to live in, and when it comes to, I might not help, you know what I'm saying, if it came down to it, and when it's back into a caveman, right? Let's put it, I won't even say myself because y'all can go, oh, he's selfish. But nah, matter of fact, we can put it in today's time. Say somebody's trying to kill me, right? I want to continue living. I'm not just going to give up, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though all odds may be against me, I'm still trying to make it home at the end of the day. So I'm trying to continue living. I got stuff to do. I ain't finished everything yet. So I'm trying to continue living. So I'm going to help that person, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to help him out, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to cure him of his ill thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to help him, right? He going to help me too, because, and my man, that's it, you know what I'm saying? At that point, we're not really helping each other. I might be helping the next person that he may be trying to, like, go after, but in that mindset, it's a survival of the fittest. You know, not everybody is trying to help each other and stuff like that. I think that's just too simplistic to look at it through that way. Now, how do you feel about AD's opinion on it?
All right, let me start by saying I fuck with At the End of the Day. It's one of my favorite podcasts besides the Grow With His podcast. Saturday nights, 10 o'clock. I mean, Saturday mornings, excuse me. I'll be
10 a.m.
10 a.m. on the
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. But I fuck with At the End of the Day. I watch it every Wednesday and everything. But every Thursday. I watch it the day after. But all right, so that answer to help each other. Yeah, it's a very vague answer. Don't get me wrong. That's nice, and as you should, you're supposed to help each other. But I don't think that's the reason why we're all here. I don't really see how that would just be the sole purpose of everybody being here, just to help each other. Because even if we all, in a perfect world, say we all did help each other, then what?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do now? You good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? Okay. We just live and be happy. I guess I think that's what he meant by that, probably.
Yeah, I said, it's a simplistic way of thinking. It's like something people should strive to do. Like if you were asking, like, how do you think people should act, or how do you think people should think? They should think that they should think to have that moral compass and direct them to go help the next person.
Now, he said God is the one that's doing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I know everybody has their different religious beliefs, and most of them like lead back to the same theory and way of life. But there are atheists out there that probably have really good like moral compass. They're not bad people. They just don't believe in religion. So I don't know, man, because I don't really know how that's going. I don't know if that's a good answer, but I'm gonna hear him out. I don't really. Let me give him some time.
Shitty shit to people, you will feel bad about that at the end of the day.
So you think aliens brought us here? Like, how do you think? Like,
I don't think aliens brought us here. I think we evolved from single-cell organisms.
From the grass?
From bacteria in the ocean, yeah.
Okay, so where the ocean come from?
The ocean came from moisture in the atmosphere over
Where
time.
the moisture in the atmosphere come from? Somebody created that too.
The planet, the sun, the big...
All right, see, this
Not
is
everybody can create everything. You know what I'm saying?
But
It's
that's
a whole
a-
bunch of stuff we don't know.
That's the thing. When you are
His mindset
like
is
a
trolling.
religious person,
He's just
I can
real
see.
trolling, but-
I can see they're probably religious people, but Josh is an atheist. I'm pretty sure. And when you arguing with like atheists and stuff, especially with religion, you gotta come up with something like that right there. Those are the textbook ones that because you expect no one to have an answer for it. So then he was like, we came from single cell organisms. He's like, well, where the ocean come from? It's like, see, now you're not helping your argument because you're just saying like everything just goes back to you believe in God. If you like put some facts with it, then it would come off easier. Because then that's when the atheist dude would be like, look how stupid he looks believing in religion. And you may not even be stupid and believe in religion. You're probably smart, but you just got to say it in a way that you like argumentative enough to stay on point.
And that's where I say Josh is thinking, like, his way of thinking is more advanced than him. Then they're thinking too simplistic. T-Rail is trolling. Do you know? I see he's understanding both sides, and then AD is just thinking too simplistic. Shout out to AD, but boy, in this argument, it's just like you got to be open-minded in these arguments. Like me, as I don't believe in anything. I'll say it out there. I don't really care. But I don't believe in none of that. I believe in myself because I can see myself every day when I look in the mirror. If I see another man when I look in the mirror, I might get scared. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to run into that. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge somebody because my whole family, I grew up, I was baptized. My whole family, you know, is Christians and all this stuff like that. and how to get them to the understanding. I don't do church and all that, but I had to get them to the understanding. It's like you got to be more conceiving of me, because I'll explain to you why I don't believe, but I'm still capable of understanding why you believe. You shouldn't just shut my opinion out, or I shouldn't shut your opinion out because you don't believe. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like a lot of people, they get misconstrued, and it's like, it's my opinion, and they start to think their opinion is a fact. And it's like, hold on, we don't know these things. Like, do you know that God created the ocean? Does he know that people evolved from a single cell? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's science and there's like this stuff. It's just like, we honestly don't know. No one knows.
Yep, that's the craziest part.
We can't just assume something.
This is all speculation. Everybody, and this might offend, sorry if it does. Everybody's religion and science, to be honest, this is all speculation. Like, you heard not too long ago they found like the T-Rex thing. It was like, oh, they didn't have little arms, they had wings. It's like, you guys been talking about this shit since all this time. No one ever thought about putting it. It's just speculation, because to be honest, nobody knows. So with this is a topic that I usually try to like stay away from, because I see both sides of everything.
Exactly.
Everybody needs something to believe in to keep them going. For religious people, if they believe that God is gonna smite them when they do something bad, then good, because now they won't be doing bad shit. And for atheists, if they feel like they use logic to get to being a good person every day, and fuck it, man, do what you do. I don't give a fuck regardless. I'm gonna finish them.
We'll finish on. Yeah, I'll see.
Let me see.
Bang, all of these events.
I ain't gonna lie.
There's a randomness to all
I
of
believe
this.
in God and the Virgin Mary.
If you don't want to accept
but a lot of the shit Josh is saying, a lot of people would agree with him.
You could question some of the shit, so you just gotta believe in what you want to believe in. But this is one good question: flat or round Earth?
That is a good.
That's
question.
not a question I think you want to answer here.
You're such a dumbass, T-Rail.
I love Josh.
You a flat earther?
No, but
You been in a plane?
I'm talking about. I had a 2-hour argument with a motherfucker that thought the Earth was flat.
I believe it.
For Kyrie Irving, thought the world was flat.
I heard the conspiracies. I've heard multiple. When I first heard people saying the Earth was flat, I kind of just was like, niggas. But then when people kept talking about it, I'm like, oh shit, like folks really believe this shit. But I'm like, I don't really care. But I seen this one conspiracy, and they were saying that Antarctica is like the corners of the Earth, and I think that's what he's like referring to. He said like there's like a big ice wall or some shit or something like that. They say Antarctica is like a big gate, and we're inside of it, and there's other worlds and type of. I don't.
It's cool to think about it. I'm not like.
It's cool to think of, especially when you high and shit. But
it's like it'd be like, damn, like we can't be the only, like, there might be other people on different planets. Do they look like us? That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't know because we ain't been to those planets. Or the government could have been shuttling people to Mars, and we just don't know, and they just not releasing that.
And that's another problem.
It's cool to like think and stuff like that, but at the same time, you can't just be so fixated on thinking some crazy shit like that's like, nah, that is it. But it's cool to have that open sense of just like being open to everything, the possibilities, because you know what I'm saying, anything is possible.
That's what fuck a lot of people up though. They get to worrying about all the like the other worlds and all that other shit. Like, don't get me wrong, that shit cool to think about, like you said, but I think we should all just focus on the one we can access right now. Because think about it, the ones that's like real deep in conspiracies, they talk about aliens and all that other shit all day. What are they? How are they really enjoying their lives? They really just waiting until they get absorbed. You feel me? Like, they just hoping one day, like, man, these aliens gonna come and they're gonna be like, oh, you actually know about me? Man, you come with us, man. Come on, get dressed. I get it. That's cool to think of. And if, once again, it goes back to if everybody needs something to believe in. Well, my nigga, just focus on what you got going here. If you got, like, real belief, like, these aliens finna come and, like, whenever the Ethiopian calendar is done, when they come, I'm going with them. Why not try to get you a Benz or something before you go? I mean, who that's gonna hurt? Like, fuck. I don't really care about material things.
Material girl.
You going to a spaceship with a lot of technology. Why you gonna want to ride a spaceship before you go? I'm just saying, get you an S600.
And I couldn't believe it. And I said, damn, if the Earth flat, I'm like, go to the end and fall off that motherfucker.
So stupid.
And he was like, no, it's too much ice right there.
Like, just like you said, and that's the argument. I've never heard the ice thing, but I have heard the go to the end and fall off of it. And see, I'm open because I don't know. I'm not finna go out there and test. Like, if I think the Earth is sphere or whatever, and somebody's like, you know what I'm saying, and I go argue. Say I did think the world was flat, which I don't. I don't really care, to be honest. I know I live here. I ain't thought to walk to the end of the earth, and I don't really plan to because that seemed like a fucking hassle, and I don't got the time.
as well.
No, exactly. It's like, but somebody may have tried it out there, and it's just like, who wants to do that? It's like,
I think
why we even argue about it? It's just like, how about we like, it is what it is.
like why do you care? Even if that was the case, like I just want to know. Okay, but then what? Because if we do find out, like,
I was right.
The Earth is flat and there's other worlds beyond Antarctica. Nigga, you can't afford to go.
Don't get wait. What do you say?
Because you ain't go to work. You've been making TikToks about aliens for the last 2 years.
Push me, cause I am close to the edge.
Way too uneasy nowadays. These boys, yeah.
Shit. I mean, that
There's
was
way too much.
I mean, watching this, like,
that's bad podcasting.
anyways, but I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, we watch. I love, at the end of the day, like, if y'all, any of y'all do know T-Rail, AD, Josh, Adam, any of y'all, any of the No Jumper crew, if anybody watch this video, I don't want nobody to think, like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with No Jumper heavy. I fuck
from
with all
Hash
that
Brown
shit.
Town.
I even watch Disconnected, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to you. Shout out. I'm not saying like it's bad.
Why you say it
But
like
I know that's a lot of people's least favorite one, but I fuck with them all. I'll just
Yeah, I
sit there
like
and
the
watch
fashion
them.
aspect
I watch
of it.
YouTube more than I watch regular TV. I don't watch regular TV, but
I
I may
don't
watch
either.
Netflix or something coming out. But I fuck with all these shows. It's just like, it's just fun to like see stuff like this. And like, I mean, what's y'all opinion on, like, we won't get into religious shit like that. If you drop that in the comments, it is what it is. But like, what do y'all think? Is the Earth flat, or is it sphere, or fucking?
What's the meaning of life?
What's the meaning? What do you think the meaning of life is? Now, I'm actually excited to hear that one because I watched somebody say some crazy like stuff, and it's like, watch somebody gonna say, "What's the point of life? To live," which that's true.
Live your life.
But I mean, let us know what y'all think, and stay tuned. Make sure you check out the Grow With Us podcast, the Connected podcast.
I gotta actually, before you go, I have an answer. Flat Earth or round Earth.
What's up?
If you go on www.shopdusa.com, there's a t-shirt with the Earth right behind the screaming Dusa head. It kind of looks like this.
Big Bang Theory.
There you go. That's the answer.
That's how the world started, to be honest.
You know what? 10% off the code Big Bang. I have a good one.